A very warm welcome to this first online Nordic Future Directions. We are grateful that you are taking time to join us today. Even though we can meet face to face, we wanted to take the opportunity to thank you for your partnership. 2020 was a year under difficult circumstances for all of us. Thank you for your resilience and grit. I'm Lise Butz. I lead the partner and distribution business across Nordics, and I'll be your host for the next 30 minutes. Throughout these 30 minutes, we look to awaken your curiosity and eagerness to explore new opportunities, grow your engagement with VMware, and make sure you be successful. You'll today hear from a few of our Nordic colleagues sharing their insights, leaving you inspired and motivated to strive towards new heights, and obviously also strive towards being nominated for this year's Partner Awards. These will be launched towards the end of this call. Establishing a solid foundation is key in all aspects, and to VMware, social responsibility is top priority. As children is our future, and it's our responsibility to ensure that they get a solid foundation here in life. We decided for each of you joining us online today, to donate $50 per person. So thank you. As said, I'm leading the partner and distribution business in Nordic. This is obviously not a job done on my own, even far from. VMware is fortunate to have a super competent team to support, develop, and grow our partner ecosystem. I'll make sure you get introduced later in the call. Kicking it off and setting the scene, I'll hand the mic to Per Gustafsson, our VMware Nordic Director.
Thank you, Lisa, and good morning. I'm super happy to be here. And Lisa asked me to give a little bit of my insight, what I think we can work with to be successful in the marketplace. So first of all, as all of you know, the cloud transformation is ongoing. It's been around for quite some time, and I think everybody starts realizing a lot of things. For example, they are realizing that there isn't just one cloud. No, the future is multi-cloud, and it's a combination of services and delivery models and partnerships. And it is quite logic, right? Because it's not so simple for a big organization to just change everything they've done for a number of years and just move into something new and expect that to meet all the requirements. No, that's not the way it works. So customers want the agility, they want the flexibility of choice of services. They want to avoid too much of a vendor lock-in. They want to have their cost in control and be able to change stuff to improve their cost efficiency. So everybody is agreeing that the future is about multi-cloud. And in different surveys from Forbes and Gartner, etc., it's 90 plus organizations says no, the future is multi-cloud, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing that everybody's realizing that, because the world doesn't stop spinning right now. It's not like we're done with all the innovation and development, and this is what we're going to have for the rest of our life. That's not the case. It's going to be coming new services, new breaking technology, new partnership, acquisition, mergers. So the world will continue to spin, which means that the strategy you need as an end customer is something that allows the world of technology and vendor services to keep changing without you having to change your strategy. And that could mean that it brings some complexity, and that's true. When I'm trying to sit and look on stuff from an end customer point of view, there's a lot of choice, and with it comes complexity, and that's why you guys are so important for our joint customer. You guys can You can give them insight in what other customer is doing. You can give them recommendation based on successes that you see. You can give them alternative to the opinion they have because you have more knowledge. So your role is super important. But how do you cope with all of this information and all of these vendors and all of this technology? Well, I'm going to give you a tip of a great idea, and it's about curiosity. Curiosity is a mindset that everybody can adopt at any point in time, and it will give you great opportunity. So studies and research is showing that people and teams who have a kind of a culture of curiosity get much more knowledgeable, and they perform better, and they can manage stress better, and they build a better team culture than others. So it's a great tool. And what is it really about? Well, it's about asking questions and be interested in the answer, listening to the answer and asking another questions. It's not so difficult, but it really drives your motivation. And you can see when you are curious and you ask a lot of questions with your customer, they really open up and they tell you stuff, and you can meet new people. It creates an opportunity for you. And looking into history, a lot of the innovation and breakthrough kind of innovation is based on people being curious about, can you do this? Is it possible? It's not driven by money. It's driven by, an eager to understand and try to figure something out and test it. And one of these examples that I like is the Edvard Lang story. He was a photographer, and in the early 40s, his daughter was 3 years old, and she asked him, Dad, you take a lot of photos of me. Can I see them? Why can't I see them in the camera? And he explained the whole big story about this dark room and everything was going on to produce that image, right? And but she continued to ask him questions, and he figured, maybe it's possible. So he started with his knowledge to develop a camera, which was named the Polaroid, and it was possible. It was possible to develop a camera with those capabilities, but it was his daughter's curiosity that led him down that route. So that's quite powerful, right? And that's something we all can do. And it's needed. Yes, it's needed because the world is complex. So it's hard to say to somebody in the business we are, yes, okay, please study everything that's on the market because you need to know it, right? No, you need to follow your curiosity a little bit, right? So let's take an example. So what's going on with VMware and Tanzu? What is Tanzu? So it's about running, building, and manage applications. Why are you bringing capabilities to the market? What was wrong with the one before? Who's the consumer or who's the customer of these solutions? What is the competition doing, etc., etc. So just by asking questions and you being curious of certain areas, you will gain knowledge. You can then use that knowledge with your clients. So you can ask them the same questions. What are you doing with your application modernization journey? Why are you doing that? Why aren't you doing that? Have you seen this and that? So that tool of curiosity will lead to motivation, because you will be motivated by the conversations you are in, and it will put you in a position to make bigger deals, be more relevant for your customers. So curiosity creates opportunity for all of us. So please use my tip. Be curious, ask a lot of questions, and I'm sure we're going to be successful together. So Lisa, that's my contribution to the future Nordic direction. Be curious, and let's partner up and make some deals. So over to you, Lisa. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Per, for setting the scene. Have you gotten curious and want to explore more? Let's take a closer look. I will hand over the mic to Peter Karby, Commercial Sales in Norway, and a well-known face to you, Roger Samdal, our partner SE and evangelist.
Hi, my name is Peter Carby. I am the Territory Account Manager for the private sector in Norway. So at VMware, we deliver data center, cloud, endpoint, and security services in software with automation instead of hardware and manual processes. So you can use any application from any cloud down on any device. The trick is to modernize and digitize without introducing more risk and complexity for our customers. And we do this by focusing on what we call the 5 pillars. The first one is application modernization, multi-cloud, software-defined networking, digital workspaces, and built-in security by design. So application modernization, number 1. We have our traditional legacy applications as well as our newer cloud-native applications. We need to find a way to build, run, manage, connect, and protect all applications. And for the newer applications, we have a portfolio of products and services called Tanzu. Tanzu is just the Japanese word that means container. And it's a way to build applications faster and update them much more often, and the companies become competitive and they become agile. And we manage all this with Kubernetes technology. A fun fact is that the founder of Kubernetes, a man called Joe Beda, now works at VMware. Number 2 is multi-cloud. We have Data Center 1, Data Center 2, and we have maybe a third location. Maybe we work with a hosting partner, or we use the hyperscalers, Google, Amazon, Microsoft. These are different locations, different technology, different infrastructure. What you want is a consistent infrastructure across all these locations, across all these clouds. So what we did with the hypervisor and servers, we're now doing with the virtual cloud foundation on top of our clouds. So we put this virtual cloud foundation on top of the clouds, and we have it doesn't matter which cloud you use, and you have a automated data center with complete cost control when it comes to all cloud cost scenarios. Third, software-defined networking. So all the functionality you have in the hardware, we now pull up and do in software, so it becomes software-defined. So for security, we have firewalls, we have load balancing, SD-WAN. And the 3 biggest use cases we see are micro-segmentation, automation, and disaster recovery. And then for the digital workspaces, traditionally, when we give the user the freedom to use the tools and applications they want, security has not been at the top level. And then when we prioritize and focus on security, then user freedom goes down a little bit. But with VMware technology, you can give the user the freedom that they want, the flexibility, and we can secure this in an enterprise professional manner. Fifth, we have security. So built-in security by design. In 2019, VMware bought Carbon Black for a little over $2 billion. And today on security alone, we have a turnover of $1 billion. That's just to say that we are a large and solid security vendor in the market. And there's 2 things that makes us unique. There's 2 things we can do that nobody else can do. We can secure our endpoints with Workspace ONE and Carbon Black, and we can secure our workloads directly from the hypervisor. And we can manage 5 control points, which is the workloads, the networking, endpoint, user identity, and cloud. And that gives us a modern solution for the modern way of working, meaning we can secure the distributed workforce. We're no longer just protecting the perimeter, but we're also protecting everyone that's working in branch offices and working at home. And now I will give the word over to my esteemed colleague, Roger Samdal. Roger?
Thank you, Peter. My name is Roger Samdal. I work as a lead SE for VMware in the Nordics. Peter talked about the 5 pillars of VMware. And I want to look at the technology behind that enables all this cool stuff. The customers has been on a journey for the last years with projects for modernization and digitalization. VMware has evolved at the same time, supporting the customers on their journey with our technology. We started off with software-defining the data center. Then we moved into the clouds. We added support for modern applications, containers, microservices, and Kubernetes. And now we deliver it to the end user regardless of device. Is this easy? No, it's not. because there's a lot of stuff that has to be connected in the background in order to solve all this. We have old applications, old data centers that need to be connected to the clouds and modern applications. And that's where VMware's software-defined technology comes into place. It's a platform that connects everything. We do it with storage, with compute, with networking and security, all the infrastructure as a common layer across the data centers and the clouds. And on top of that, we have support for old legacy applications and new ones. The software-defined data center, or VMware Cloud Foundation, consists of different components. We have vSphere, of course. That's something that's been with us for over 20 years now. Software-defined compute. We have vSAN, software-defined storage. Huge success, market leader. We have NSX. We have Carbon Black. We have vRealize that sort of completes the software-defined data center. And on top of this now, we add Tanzu to support containers, microservices managed by Kubernetes. VMware Cloud Foundation is not only for the data center. We support it at the edge, we support it in the cloud. We have major support from Microsoft, from AWS, from Google, from Oracle and IBM and others in order to create a seamless hybrid cloud platform. Let's take a look at the clouds. With Azure VMware solutions, we can actually run vSphere, vSAN and NSX within Azure to create a seamless experience from the customer's on-prem VMware environment to the cloud. We do the same with Amazon, with Google, with Oracle and IBM. How cool is that? A true hybrid platform. And on top of that, we add VMware Tanzu, a platform that supports virtual servers, containers, microservices managed by Kubernetes. With this, we create one seamless experience for the developers, for the operations team and the security teams. Talking about security, VMware's approach to this is quite unique. We want to integrate this into the platform, not add it on afterwards. We want to create a unified experience for the developers, for the security and the operations team into one platform. We use technologies like NSX, Carbon Black, Tanzu and Workspace ONE to do this, protecting and securing the data center, the infrastructure, the clouds, the network, and the delivery to the end user. With our Anywhere Workspace approach, we want to deliver applications regardless of location and regardless of device. So VMware's holistic approach to everything is what sets us apart from all the others. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your insights with the partners. So now what's your way forward as a VMware partner? With around 70% of our customers accelerating the delivery of new digital services, we are seeing a great enthusiasm and energy around this space. And as a VMware partner, we know that you're watching this closely. We have a broad set of solutions that you heard across our 5 franchises. These are supported by different sales motions and engagement models. VMware is in the midst of moving from a traditional transactional sell-through motion to engaging with highly skilled and capable partners, driving demand and capabilities with our customers. It does, though, require you to view the customer lifecycle holistically and continuously nurture the relationship with the customer. This means more frequent engagements and intense focus on use of the technology instead of the ownership and the sell itself. Do consider how you obtain, retain, and grow a business built on software as a service and subscription. To support you, VMware has and will continue to launch several really interesting customer lifecycle incentives. For you to know how to take advantage, do reach out locally. Customers must focus on what differentiates them to be compelling. They rely on you as a partner, your services, counsel and expertise, particularly around technology and industry-specific domains. You as a partner will also need to build differentiated solutions to make you more compelling, but we'll be there to support you. And well, it will not only be us. We will be supported by our distributors, aggregators, and global partners whom are also keen to assist you. So what could be your big bet? To get more insights to our solution and offerings and use cases, I have a couple of suggestions. Take a look at the Arrow enablement. VMware has, together with Arrow, created an amount of series, 20-minute series online, where you can learn about VMware solutions in an easy manner and give you an overview and enable you to have customer conversations. And did you know that our global partners have integrated VMware turnkey solutions? They host several online whiteboards, lightboards, and podcasts, etc. Engage with them to understand how they can support you on your VMware journey. Finally, for those of you that might have missed out on Empower a couple of weeks ago, good news is it's available online. You'll get access to a tremendous number of sessions where you can hear from our executives, get depth insight on sales and technical parts and marketing stuff. Sign up. It's open for the next 60 days. As we know you'll be successful on your onwards journey, we will make sure to recognize those of you who stands out. So this year, we decided to have this pre-launch of the awards. And that's for you to get some time to build momentum or accelerate what you already have started. And we have even extended the number of awards this year. So without further ado, let's take a look at the award categories. We see a super diverse partner ecosystem and individuals making a huge difference. And we want to acknowledge the great work and effort you're doing. Now you know what to strive against and the expectations we have for the nominations. So as in a good sales campaign, make sure to build your close plan and be successful to be nominated. A VMware jury will evaluate the nominations. Stay tuned for more details in August. Under normal circumstances, we would have invited you to a partner event during VMworld. But again this year, VMworld will be hosted online. But you will not miss out on the partner update. And of course the most important part, the awards. We will make sure that you'll be invited to a show. Coming towards the end of this call, we hope again that we have awakened curiosity for you to explore more on how you can grow your VMware business and obviously also your own business. So let's break through. VMware is dependent on you, and we can do tremendous things together. Finally, let me summarize a couple of call to actions. Define your priorities. Expand your knowledge across our 5 franchises, being app modernization, intrinsic security, digital workspace, virtual cloud network, and multi-cloud. Invest in your competencies. Check out Empower, it's on demand. And obviously save the date in October for VMworld and the attached partner update. Build the momentum and build pipeline, obviously also in sync with our 5 franchises. And last but not least, stay positive and make sure to create great customer successes. So looking forward to a great 2021. Thank you for taking the time to drop by today. But hey, before you leave, let me introduce you to the broader team who I really would encourage you to engage with, accelerating your VMware journey.
Bjørn Tore Jensen, our newest contribution to the team. Working with managed partners in, yes you guessed it, Norway. Sebastian Ramirez. When not exploring the Finnish archipelago, our cloud solution architect is on the spot to support the business. Diadem Strum. As with the scooter, she drives our managed partners in Sweden towards excellence. Ina Ullern, continuously keeping an eye out for the opportunities with the cloud partners in Norway. Juha Jauhiainen. When he's not working with our managed partners, you'll find him in the deep Finnish forest. Jacob Will Thompson. He's got one of the best views in Denmark and best insights to the Danish cloud partners. Michael Eskildsen. There's no beating around the bush, which the Danish managed partners take huge advantage of. Claudia Reiber is celebrating 1 year at VMware. She's managing our global partners in the Nordics. Namaste. Heli Segerkrantz. You'll find her wandering the forest of Finland or working with our cloud partners. Darius Spaces is VMware Baltics. He's the one-stop shop for Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. Henry Persson. He knows how important it is to have a friend to rely on, so trust him as your cloud solution architect. Michael Barfoot. Always out spotting for new opportunities with Dell across the Nordics. Hector Folan, our #1 sandcastle builder, supporting you all from our digital sales center in Barcelona. Patrick Guve never says no to a game of golf or to explore new opportunities with the Swedish cloud partners. Roger Samdal. When you are in deep water, you can trust in Roger's great insight and technical expertise. Berit Nybø. With a solid partner business background, she is now our Nordic Carbon Black partner lead. Nicolina Bar Mogul. She can't handle the sun very well, but when it comes to marketing, she knows it all. Line Kinley. The trees around her might seem too tall to climb, but for our Nordic cloud partner community, Line makes sure the sky is the limit. Arne Magnussen. When not overlooking the neighborhood, he is overlooking the Nordic cloud partner business. Lisa Butts will go far to the end of the world, grow and develop the Nordic channel and distribution